Few works have had a greater impact on how we perceive the Mafia than The Godfather. However, art always reflects life, and many of The Godfather's characters, including The Godfather himself, were inspired by real individuals. Obviously, the persona of Vito Corleone was based on a variety of historical figures, but there are startling parallels between Corleone and Mafia boss Carlo Gambino. Furthermore, Carlo Gambino was arguably the most influential criminal boss in American history. Between 1957, when he became boss, and 1976, when he died, he transformed the Gambino crime family into possibly the wealthiest and most feared criminal organization in contemporary history. Carlo Gambino himself survived into old age and died of natural causes as a free man at the age of 74, which is maybe even more incredible. Few of his rivals, whom he defeated repeatedly during his term as boss, could ever claim this honor. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at how the Gambinos became the most feared Mafia family. Yeah, you heard it right. Carlo Gambino joins the Mafia, and quickly finds himself in a war. Carlo Gambino, who was born in Palermo, Sicily in 1902, moved to the United States and settled in New York. Soon after, Gambino became a made man in the Mafia at the age of 19. In addition, he joined a group of young mafiosi known as the Young Turks. The Young Turks, led by personalities such as Frank Costello and Lucky Luciano, viewed the future of the American Mafia differently than the elder, Sicilian-born members. They believed that, like the country itself, the Mafia needed to diversify and create relationships with non-Italian organized criminal groups. This, however, irritated many members of the Mafia's old guard, dubbed the Mustache Pete's by newer members. In the 1930s, these tensions culminated in open warfare. The Castellamarese War, named after the Sicilian clan that led the fight against the Young Turks, destroyed the American Mafia via continual assassinations and acts of violence. Unofficially commanded by Lucky Luciano, the Young Turks quickly recognized that the violence was harming their group. Moreover, it was destroying their profitability. To terminate the war, Luciano forged a deal with the Sicilians. Then, when the conflict was done, they murdered their commander. Gambino thrives in a new Mafia climate. Currently the Young Turks led by the Mafia, and in order to avert another conflict, they determined that the Mafia would be governed by a council. This council would be comprised of the heads of the many families and would attempt to resolve conflicts through diplomacy rather than force. Gambino flourished in this rejuvenated mob and quickly became his family's top earner, and he wasn't bashful about branching out to other illegal operations. During World War II, he gained a lot of money by illegally selling ration stamps. Carlo Gambino, like Vito Corleone, was not flamboyant. He was able to survive in organized crime by maintaining a low profile and a steady income. In 1957, however, Gambino family chief Albert Anastasia became increasingly brutal. When he ordered a hit on a civilian he saw speaking on television about his involvement in capturing a bank robber, he also violated a Mafia code of conduct prohibiting the assassination of non-criminals. The chiefs of other families agreed that Anastasia ought to be eliminated, and they approached Gambino to organize a hit on his boss. Gambino consented, and Anastasia was murdered in his barbershop in 1957. Gambino is now his own family's godfather. How Carlo Gambino became the country's top boss and survived into old age. The Gambino family soon spread their rackets across the country. Soon, they were raking in hundreds of millions of dollars a year, which made Gambino one of the most powerful bosses in the Mafia. Despite this, Gambino maintained a low profile, and perhaps that's why he was able to outlast many of the other Young Turks. While other Mafia leaders fell prey to hits or arrests, many of which were orchestrated by Gambino, he remained the godfather for decades. Also, the cops had difficulty pinning anything on Gambino, even after placing Gambino's residence under continual observation. The FBI was unable to obtain proof that he ran one of the largest families in the country. After 2 years of observation, the uncooperative Gambino refused to divulge any information. During one high-level meeting between Gambino and other key Mafia executives, the FBI noticed that the only words they had heard being spoken were frog legs. Despite his almost superhuman self-control, Gambino was feared and admired by other powerful men. Dominic Sciallo, a Mafia associate, made the error of insulting Gambino in a restaurant while intoxicated. Gambino remained silent throughout the entire affair. However, shortly thereafter, Sciallo's body was discovered buried under cement. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.